Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a story that has rarely been told clearly, yet it quietly reshaped the world's most advanced fighter jet program. It's a story about how Israel's real-world combat experience with the F-35 didn't just transform its own air force. It quietly rewrote America's playbook for stealth air power. When the United States built the F-35, it was designed to operate as part of a giant global network, relying on satellites, secure communications, and support aircraft. But once Israel began using the jet in real missions, inside some of the most hostile GPS-jammed, radar-saturated airspaces on Earth, the reality of stealth warfare changed dramatically, and those lessons began flowing straight back to the United States. This is the untold story of how Israel took a jet built in America, pushed it into situations the U.S. never tested in live combat, and sent back insights that would quietly upgrade the entire American F-35 doctrine. Israel became the first country in the world to use the F-35 in real combat. That alone changed everything. Most nations spend years training with the jet before sending it into dangerous missions. Israel, however, fast-tracked deployment. Why? Because Israel lives with daily security threats and regularly engages in operations that require stealth, precision, and survivability. From day one, the Israel Defense Forces used the F-35 not just as a fighter, but as a multi-mission intelligence platform. They flew it into radar, dense areas, contested borders, and environments filled with GPS spoofing and electronic warfare signals. These flights weren't theoretical. They were live, unpredictable, and full of real-world variables the American military rarely encounters. Soon, American observers realized something profound. Israel was gathering the most valuable data any F-35 operator could provide. Data from real missions, not simulations. One of the biggest lessons came from electronic warfare. The F-35 is packed with sensors and jamming capabilities. But Israel discovered that traditional EW tactics weren't enough when facing enemies who use layered Russian-built systems designed to counter stealth. In response, Israel began integrating its own EW software directly into the aircraft. This became the foundation for an upgraded U.S. doctrine that now emphasizes flexible, mission-specific EW packages. Another lesson came from mission independence. Israel often had to use the F-35 deep in denied airspace without relying on satellite communication or U.S. assets. This forced Israel to develop what America later recognized as a crucial feature: the ability for F-35s to form their own local digital network even when cut off from external systems. This experience shaped the U.S. Air Force's updated tactics for operating in degraded communication environments, a major concern for potential conflicts in the Pacific. Then came intelligence fusion. Israel realized the F-35 is more than a jet, it's a flying supercomputer. By combining the inputs of its sensors, onboard data fusion, and advanced mission planning tools, Israel discovered ways to map and classify enemy systems faster than anything the U.S. had tested. This changed the American view of how the F-35 should lead the air battle, not just participate in it. Israel also stressed agile logistics. Unlike the United States with its massive global bases, Israel's Air Force operates in tighter spaces, under higher threat, and with limited time. They developed rapid turnaround procedures for the F-35, streamlining maintenance and mission prep. The U.S. later implemented similar models to improve sortie rates. But Israel's most significant contribution may be the new combat roles it pioneered. The traditional American doctrine saw the F-35 primarily as a first-day-of-war aircraft, something you send into hostile territory at the start of a conflict to knock out critical defenses. Israel broke that model. They began using the F-35 repeatedly, even deep into ongoing operations, using stealth to monitor hostile movements, track missile launches, identify electronic signatures, and quietly relay that data to command centers in real time. This created an entirely new operational concept, the F-35 as a constant intelligence guardian, not just a strike jet. Soon after, U.S. analysts noticed something surprising. Whenever Israel adapted a tactic, The results reverberated across NATO briefings, Pentagon planning rooms, and joint exercises. The pattern was unmistakable. Israel was shaping the way America itself used the aircraft. One of the clearest examples was how Israel handled multi-domain missions. The F-35s weren't just conducting air-to-air or air-to-ground operations. They were simultaneously tracking cyber signals, identifying communications nodes, and mapping air defenses. This multi-domain fusion became a core part of America's new air combat doctrine. Another major takeaway came from urban environments. Israel conducted missions over regions where radar reflections, heat signatures, and electronic noise are unpredictable. The U.S. quickly realized that traditional stealth expectations must be adapted for dense, cluttered geography, shaping new training methods. But perhaps the most important lesson revolved around decision speed. Israel demonstrated that the F-35's biggest strength isn't its weapons or stealth. It's the ability to make lightning-fast decisions using fused data. This realization began shaping America's next-generation AI-enabled air war doctrine. In the end, Israel didn't just use the F-35. It evolved it. It forged new paths, uncovered weaknesses, revealed hidden strengths, and shared every lesson with its closest ally. The result? America now operates its F-35s with a new mindset, one built on real-world experience gained by the only nation that uses the jet in constant, unpredictable missions. This is how Israel's stealth jet experience quietly revolutionized the U.S. F-35 playbook and shaped the future of American air power. For more information, documentary like, share, and subscribe to channel.